What's going on college campuses? Are you guys okay? And ladies on college campuses? I get it that, you're being indoctrinated by a bunch of typically radically far-left professors. There's some sanity on college campuses, not much anymore. But these stories just pop out day by day by day, and you see more and more of this, and you're like, what is going on out there with the safe spaces and the crayons and the magic markers, and you got to bring puppies in when students get an exam because, they're going to be hurt and their feelings are going to be hurt. In the cry rooms last week, here's one we saw today. Texas, what's happening to you, Texas? The University of Texas to treat masculinity as a mental health issue. Now, I got to handle this carefully here because University of Texas clearly has gotten some serious blowback. Here's the genesis of this story. The University of Texas, I had to write this down to get it exactly right. They're hiring a position. This is real. I'm not messing with you, right? They're hiring for a position a healthy masculinity coordinator. This is real. That's a real title. What does that mean? Like, are you a personal trainer? What are you, coaching people on the use of the Mediterranean diet, red wine, and resveratrol and keeping your blood pressure down? What the is a healthy masculinity coordinator? In contrast to an unhealthy masculinity coordinator? I don't know what that is. So the problem with it, and the reason you saw that headline, is the program is being run out of their mental health department. On a very serious note, folks, because this is a real problem. I highlight this story, and the University of Texas has put out a statement trying to explain this thing away. You feel free to read it. They're like, listen, we didn't mean it. Like, there it is. I mean, it's tough to read there, but my assumption here is that they got some severe blowback on this. But here's the problem. And again, I know I can be sarcastic a lot, but on a very serious note, Jordan Peterson, who's a psychologist up in Canada, he's brought this up often about the dangers of collective identity. Folks, your identity is yours, okay? You don't have a collective identity. In other words, characteristics imposed upon you because of sex, gender, sexual orientation, the color of your skin, or your religion, these are very dangerous things. Matter of fact, these have been things that have been used throughout human history to kill, to enslave. I mean, this is just a fact. Collective identity is very, very dangerous, folks. And stories like this, although they seem, and I present them kind of sarcastically and farcically at times, this is a serious problem. This idea of, white privilege and toxic masculinity and all of these other things, we're a collective identity. Characteristics are imposed upon you according to the color of your skin or your sex. These are very dangerous things. We've gone from a brave group of patriots in the civil rights era, fighting for people to be judged by their individual traits and characteristics. We've retreated backwards into a radical far-left world, immersed and embedded in identity politics that Hester Prynne's people, Scarlet Letters people, based on things like being a man or having white skin, white privilege, and these other things. Folks, these are very dangerous developments. There is nothing positive to be taken from this. This is very destructive. And again, I know I do it kind of sarcastically because sometimes humor can be a good tool to break down some of these walls we have and maybe start a serious conversation. But things like this are very troubling. And the fact that it happened at the University of Texas, in a state that's relatively conservative, is even more disturbing.